In the beginning of Norse mythology, there was no earth, no heavens, and no stars. There was only Ginnungagap, an endless, yawning void waiting to be filled. To map the universe, we scale the world tree to its 9 realms. At the bottom is Niflheim, a northern landscape of absolute zero, choked by mist and poisonous rivers. Opposite sits Muspelheim, a southern wasteland of molten lava, searing heat, and flying sparks. For ages, these extremes sat separated by the void. Eventually, the warm winds of Muspelheim drifted north, colliding with the glaciers of Niflheim. Within those melting ice drops, life appeared. The droplets formed the likeness of a person, huger than any giant who would ever live, Ymir, and a cosmic hornless cow named Audhumla. To survive, Audhumla licked the salty blocks of glacier ice. Over 3 days, her tongue uncovered a head, then a torso, until Biri, the ancestor of the gods, was revealed, setting the stage for a cosmic struggle for power. The Norse universe began as a volatile chemical accident, a collision of extreme elements that sparked life without a creator's design. Buri's grandsons, Odin, Vili, and Ve, grew up trapped in that featureless gap. They realized the only way to build a universe was to commit the ultimate act of violence against the giant Ymir. They stabbed the great giant, and the sheer volume of salt gray blood that gushed from his wounds triggered a colossal flood. The deluge swept away and drowned almost all of the original frost giants. 2 giant survivors managed to wash ashore in a stony, barren wilderness. They established Jotunheim, cementing an eternal grudge against the gods who forced them into exile. Meanwhile, the gods found maggots writhing inside Ymir's rotting flesh. They gave these creatures human form and high intellect, creating the dwarves, and placed them in Svartalfheim, also known as Nidavellir. The dwarves' purpose was to toil beneath the surface of the earth, forging incredible magical wonders within the smoky, cavernous dark of their realm. At the deepest roots of the cosmos, the gods placed Helheim. This bleak, freezing underworld became the final destination for those who died of old age or sickness, away from the glory of the battlefield. The entire architectural foundation of the Norse cosmos is anchored in this sequence of death, exile, and physical decay. Now let's move upward to the exact center of this cosmic architecture. This is Midgard. The gods constructed our human world through a gruesome translation of Ymir's corpse. His flesh became soil, his shattered bones formed mountains, and the inside of his skull became the sky's dome. To protect this world, the gods wove Ymir's eyelashes into a massive boundary wall, encircling Midgard to keep giants at bay. Inside that enclosure, on a beach, Odin and his brothers found 2 logs that had washed ashore. They breathed life into the wood, creating Ask and Embla, the mother and father of all human beings. Outside these walls, the universe remains wild. To the west sits Vanaheim, the lush and untamed home of the Vanir gods, a realm defined by nature and magic rather than strict boundaries. Above Midgard is Alfheim, a luminous realm of absolute clarity and peace, built for the light elves who shine as brightly as the sun. This structure suggests human life is only possible within an enclosure. Without that literal wall of eyelashes, Midgard would be consumed by the lawless wilderness that defines its neighbors. Finally, we reach the zenith of the cosmos, Asgard. This is the ultimate fortress of the Aesir gods. It is a realm of divine order and power, ruled by law and home to the golden halls of Valhalla. Connecting this fortress to the mortal world below is the Bifrost. This shimmering rainbow bridge acts as the only